In this video, we are going to talk about the top 5 most important things that I've learned in 5 years. Stay tuned.
I'ma need safety. Tell the op can't snake me. Ray gun off safety. My girl so tasty.
Guys, welcome back to another video. If this is your first time seeing me, I am V.Chanel. If you're a returning subscriber, how do you do? I appreciate you. And if you are new and you like this video, go ahead and smash that subscribe button. I create content that encourages personal growth by growing with you. So without further ado, we're going to get started on the top 5 things that I've learned in the last 5 years from age 30 to age 35. Number 5, words have imminent power. I don't think we truly understand how much words have power. I can't even count on one hand how many times I've said something and then it happened. Or you are having a conversation with someone about a certain song, and then your friend calls you and says, oh, you know what? I just listened to, and it's the exact same song that you were just talking about. I do believe that that is how we link our experience in our day-to-day behavior. It goes by what we think, what we say, and what we do. So I definitely feel like words have imminent power, and I think that is something very important to keep in mind. And it's definitely something that we start to really kind of figure out as we get older. And it's something that I probably kind of understood it to a certain extent before I turned 30, but it didn't really truly understand it as much as I understand it now. That being said, I will say definitely watch what you say, watch what you listen to, watch what you do, but most importantly, watch the words that come out of your mouth, because words have power. Fourth thing that I feel like is very important is that every emotion can be transformed with just a change of thoughts. I could tell a person, change your thoughts, change your life, change your mind. When you're having a bad thought, switch it to a good thought. I'm sure there are some people who will say, no, that doesn't work, because even when I start thinking about the good things, my emotion is still stuck on that of where I was, and I'm still kind of pissed off. But the truth is, it may not be simple, but it is definitely possible. What we think about is what directs our emotions. I believe that if you're having a bunch of negative thoughts, the minute that you start to change those thoughts and you think about, things that make you laugh or just things that felt good, that probably will also direct you to listen to things that make you feel good. Watch something that makes you feel good. And in that moment, you will start to realize that your mood, your emotions, everything will start to transform. So that's the most challenging thing that I believe we do have to work on, is finding that positive space, finding those change of thoughts, and staying there without going back to that of which you came from, that you needed to get out of to get to the positive thoughts. My number 3 I've learned in the last 5 years: you do not need your family to support you to be successful. It was something that I read not too long ago that said most depression comes from a lack of support. A lot of times when we get down on ourselves, it's because we feel like we have a lack of support. We feel like we don't get the love that we need in order to be in that place of which we feel uplifted or we feel at our best. And one thing that I've definitely learned is that when you are breaking patterns, generational patterns, and you're choosing yourself, most of the people around you will not understand you. Most people can't support what they don't understand. And the other truth is that a lot of people don't really come from a background where they've gained the support that they felt like they truly needed. So it's almost impossible for them to be able to give it to you. And a lot of times that will come from family, because family is the most important support that we truly feel like we need. Like, we want support from other people, but most of the time, that support that we desire it to come from the people that we love most. And the truth is, most of your family or the people around you have never even betted on themselves. So they don't know how to support you and your journey of betting on yourself. And a lot of times it's not personal. We can't really take it personal, because sometimes Family just don't understand. The number 2 most important thing that I've learned out of the top 5, every single person that you attract and entertain is some sort of reflection of you. I believe to a certain extent you can't really help who you attract. If you're an attractive person, you're going to attract many different people. But when it comes to who you entertain, now that is a completely different subject. And I truly believe that we attract and we entertain people who are reflections of ourselves. And a lot of times we can't see it because when we're in relationship with people, most of the time we fixate on the things about them that we wish they would change, the things that we know if they changed, our relationship would be better. But a lot of those times we don't really focus on what is it about this person that is in me. Because honestly, the things that's in another person that we don't like the most really is in us as well. Or we can't figure out why we keep attracting and entertaining a certain person. The best thing to do is to look in the mirror and really reflect. And now, my number 1 most important thing out of the top 5 things that I've learned in the last 5 years is that you have to protect your peace. I definitely went through a lot of different things in my 20s, but honey, that 30 to 35, you start to go through a lot. And those are the years where you start to lose more people, your elders, those who've raised you, your children are growing up. And through all of that life, the most important thing is to learn to protect your peace. I don't think we understand how much people project things onto us or how much we project things on to people. By the time you turn 35 years old, you're going to experience a lot of life. You have to learn how to be patient with other people, and you have to learn how to express the way you feel to other people without projecting on other people. I believe that's the most important thing to learn, especially when parenting. And protecting our peace is so important because we go through enough shit in our own lives. And then also having to sometimes carry the baggage of other people's shit. And that becomes a lot to deal with. We can live this life until we're, 70, 80 plus. So I feel like the sooner that you learn to protect your peace, the better. Out of the top 5 things that I've learned in 5 years, my number 1 is learning to protect your peace. When you protect your peace, you let the things that you desire in, you let good things happen. So, everyone, please remember to protect your peace. It's the most important thing in your life. I know how up and down growing pains are in general, but when you turn 30 years old and you're going through the motion of really becoming an adult, things can get a little bit heavier. So the best thing for you to do is to learn how to pack light. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you stayed until the end. Again, if you are not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button below because we have more videos to come. Until then, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.
I'ma need safety. Tell her I can't snake me. Ray gun off safety. My girl so tasty.